Mesut Özil retired last week, and in this career mode challenge he will go back to his roots. Özil will play for RaatjeFC Essen in the German 3rd division, which is one of his youth teams, to help them get promotion to the 2nd division and have a successful farewell of his career. If promotion in the first season isn't achieved, the challenge is failed. If RaatjeFC Essen does get promotion, you will see a second episode of this challenge. Please note that Özil has been removed from FIFA 23 already with a squad update from 2 weeks ago. But let's first have a look at the squad of RaatjeFC Essen. They of course are all quite low rated, as they do play in the 3rd division, but they do have one familiar face in their regular squad with Mario Götze's brother Felix Götze. They also have a few younger players who can be usable for a longer career mode save with RaatjeFC Essen. But the main man of this video is of course Mesut Özil. He is 77 rated at the start of the save, and despite his bad stamina and strength, he still has great passing and dribbling stats. The squad got reorganized, so the best players are in the starting lineup, with Özil of course filling in that cam position. And he of course immediately became the captain of the club and also got the responsibilities of taking all the set pieces. The new manager also changed a few instructions and tactics to make it fit Mesut Özil and have it in his favorite style. And the other cams got removed from the squad to increase the chances of Özil getting as many playing minutes as possible. And to the manager's surprise, there was a fantastic homegrown talent in the youth academy in Mohamed Meyer. As he would be one of the highest rated players in the squad, he immediately got promoted to the first team. A few position changes were done to get some rating upgrades, with Meyer being best suited as a striker. The youth academy scout was sent out to scout the entirety of Germany in order to find some more use for youth players who can potentially fit into the first team. To save a lot of time and get this video out as quickly as possible, every match got simulated in this challenge. And as you can see, RaatjeFC Essen don't get off to a good start. But more good youth players were found quite quickly, with Jannes Peters looking like a potential first team player. And in order to get his rating up, his position got changed to cam. In order to find further upgrades for RaatjeFC Essen, the manager had a look at the free agent section. And to not make it too easy and unrealistic, the well-known Mexican free agents weren't signed. One of the club scouts did recommend this centre back from Viking FK, however, and because the first transfer window was turned off, he got bought in January for a bit more than 2 million euros. And looking at the league table halfway through the season, then it's clear to see that RaatjeFC Essen has been quite disappointing so far, currently sitting in 11th place. A miracle is needed if the club still wants to get promoted. The squad also don't seem too happy with the ongoing situation, as Özil mentions to the manager, and there was a huge offer for the club's homegrown talent in January, but after long consideration the offer was rejected, as Meyer was seen as a player who could play a huge role of a potential promotion race in the second half of the season. And as most of the club's transfer budget was already spent, the manager took another look at the free agent section in January, and there was surprisingly a new player, a Mexican pre-gen it seemed like. He looked to have good stats, and so without knowing his actual rating, the club gambled and decided to immediately sign him. He actually ended up being an incredible signing, as he is 75 rated already. A huge steal to help RaatjeFC Essen concede less goals. And not only was this centre back found, but there was also a goalkeeper who looked quite decent. Another gamble was taken by the club, and he was also signed immediately. This was another great decision, as he was 69 rated and got into the starting 11 before the next match, just like Delgado became a starting centre back as well, of course. And now RaatjeFC Essen has reached the end of the season, and somehow they actually got themselves in a playoff promotion spot. It seems like the new goalkeeper and centre back signings have actually helped the club a lot in the second half of the season, climbing the league table from 11th place to 3rd place. This means the last matches of the season are going to be relegation/promotion players against Jan Regensburg from the 2nd German division. But as this would take place in a few weeks time, the manager had another look at the youth academy, and after one of many position changes, a few players were promoted to the first team, including 2 wingers and a centre back. Jannes Peters, the right winger, immediately got into the starting 11. And now RaatjeFC Essen had to play the first leg of the playoffs, which got lost 3-1. You might have seen that the main striker Meyer was suspended for this first game, which didn't help the result of this game either. The board and the squad weren't too happy with this result, which has seen many doubts around the manager, and could possibly see him get sacked if the club doesn't get promotion. But there was of course still a second leg left, which was manually simmed instead of using the calendar. Unfortunately, it didn't get off to a good start though, with Mesut Özil getting a light injury in the 4th minute already. But as he is the main player and one of the best in the squad, he wanted to stay on the pitch because he didn't feel like he could let the club down in potentially his last ever football match. Things got even worse though, as RaatjeFC Essen conceded in the 19th minute already. This meant that RaatjeFC Essen has to score at least 3 goals to at least get into extra time. To try and help the club out a bit though, I decided to start playing the match myself. And quite quickly after, RaatjeFC Essen got a great chance with a good header from Young, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. A few minutes later, another attack was set up through a deflected pass from Özil to Meyer, who passes it to Young, who passes it back, and his shot gets blocked by the defender. But it seems like he has also made a foul, which means a penalty for RaatjeFC Essen. And of course the main man Mesut Özil steps up to take the penalty and sends the keeper the other way, which means it's 1-1. 2 more goals are needed to at least get into extra time at the end of this match. A few minutes later it's Regensburg on the attack though, and they immediately respond with another goal. Once again at least 3 more goals are needed from RaatjeFC Essen. And Regensburg are playing hard, making a lot of tackles to get the Essen players out of the game. But the Essen players fight back, with Özil setting up another attack for Meyer, who shoots hopelessly wide unfortunately. After halftime the Regensburg players kept playing hard, but the Essen players kept their focus, with Meyer getting another great chance, but a good save from the Regensburg keeper denies Meyer his goal. The chances kept going both sides, including a long distance free kick from Özil going straight at the goalkeeper, with the Essen goalkeeper making a few great saves as well. Eventually a few substitutions had to be made, with Peters, Götze and Young getting subbed off. The game slowly came to an end, with Regensburg still firing shots at the RaatjeFC Essen goal. But with the Essen players fighting till the end, the match eventually got lost 2-1 and Regensburg kept their spot in the second division. RaatjeFC Essen failed to get promotion even with the likes of Mesut Özil, and won't come as a surprise when the board of the club wasn't happy missing out on promotion. And Özil also got a big injury in his last football match, which is not how he expected his last journey to end. So even though RaatjeFC Essen managed to climb the league table from 11th place to 3rd place in the second half of the season, they failed to get promotion after losing to Regensburg in the playoffs. There would later be a performance meeting at the club reviewing the missed opportunity to get promotion. The squad was once again doubting the manager's ability to help the squad moving forward, which ultimately ended up in a manager having to leave the club at the end of the season. Mesut Özil played the most games out of any player in the squad, with Meyer being the top goal scorer with 13 goals. He also gave the most assists with 6 in total. So unfortunately this mini career mode challenge has failed, as promotion with RaatjeFC Essen wasn't achieved in the first season, despite having a huge name with Mesut Özil at the club. If you want to see more career mode challenges though, then be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to never miss another video, and I will see you at the next one.